Did you know that in many parts of the world, finding a partner can be a real challenge for lots of women? Yep, it's because there's a noticeable shortage of eligible men in some areas, which makes some women start thinking about finding a mate from other countries to avoid staying single forever. It's pretty interesting to find out that in these places, almost half of adult women haven't found a partner yet. Heck, there are even reports of women in their 40s who've never experienced romance. If you're curious about which countries these are, keep reading because I'm going to spill the beans on the top 10 countries where the lack of men has left many women flying solo. Bet you didn't see that coming. So, kicking off the list, at number 10, we have Portugal. This country, nestled in the southwest of Europe, is famous for its stunning beaches and a milder climate compared to other European nations. The capital, Lisbon, is known for being a bustling hub of both economy and culture. Interestingly, in Portugal, the demographic scale tips more towards the female side, with a noticeable difference in the number of women compared to men. Surveys conducted in 2023 indicate that women outnumber men by approximately 1 million. While there are just over 4 million men, women tally up to almost 5.5 million. This puts Portugal as a country where women might have more difficulty finding partners for long-term relationships, unless they explore creative alternatives to tackle this challenge. In the 9th spot, we've got Norway, a Scandinavian country up in northern Europe, famous for its breathtaking natural landscapes, including mountains, fjords, and pristine wilderness areas. Oslo stands as the capital of this country with just over 5 million residents, where women make up the majority. Specifically, there are about 50,000 more women than men. This gender gap in Norway is largely due to women living longer than men. Norwegian women have an average life expectancy of 84 years, while men have an expectancy of 80 years. Moreover, the female birth rate is a tad higher, with women accounting for 54% of births, one of the highest rates globally. Thus, Norway boasts a considerable number of single women in its adult population. Coming in at number 8, we've got Armenia, a country nestled in the eastern part of Europe, bordered by Russia to the north and Iran to the south. The predominant language is Armenian, but it's not uncommon to find citizens fluent in Russian and other languages. The Orthodox Christian faith strongly influences Armenian daily life and culture, serving as a central element of their national identity. Armenia is a treasure trove of history and traditions, boasting a diverse geography of majestic mountains, serene rivers, and fertile valleys, along with cities rich in history and monuments that narrate its past. Music and dance are pillars of Armenian cultural expression, celebrated in festivals and artistic events that enrich the local calendar. With a population slightly exceeding 3 million inhabitants, Armenia has a peculiar demographic, with a higher number of women, approximately 1.6 million, compared to 1.4 million men. For those who view Armenia not only as a tourist destination, but also as a place for encounters and potential romantic connections, it's crucial to value the importance of English and respect the depth of the Christian faith, as these are fundamental aspects of Armenian society and culture. Taking the 7th spot on our list, we've got El Salvador, a nation nestled in the heart of Central America, proudly boasting San Salvador as its capital. Spanish echoes through its lands, while its coasts are gently kissed by the waves of the Pacific Ocean. This country, with modest dimensions, shelters around 6.5 million souls and stands out for a diverse range of tourist destinations. El Salvador is an open invitation to exploration with its fine sandy beaches, mountains that challenge the clouds, cities that narrate centuries in their structures, and archaeological sites that guard the secrets of ancient civilizations. When it comes to religious composition, Catholicism stands as the predominant faith, although the country's spiritual tapestry is enriched by various evangelical congregations and other expressions of Christianity. El Salvador's demographics present a peculiarity in gender balance, with women outnumbering men numerically, at an approximate ratio of 48 women to every 32 men. This demographic peculiarity may have interesting implications in social and romantic dynamics, potentially offering fertile ground for women seeking companionship. Moving into 6th place, let's talk about Estonia. Situated in Eastern Europe, Estonia is a country of modest dimensions, home to approximately 1.3 million people. Estonian is the official language, but it's common to find folks speaking English and other languages there. This country stands out for its development, driven by a robust economy and one of the highest growth rates in the European continent. One of the pillars of this economy is the information technology sector, recognized for its innovation and creativity. However, Estonia grapples with an interesting demographic challenge. The ratio between men and women isn't balanced, leaning towards a female predominance. The current distribution is approximately 52 women for every 49 men. This discrepancy may influence social dynamics and interpersonal relationships in the country. In fifth place, let's talk about Iceland, with Reykjavik as its vibrant capital. This country of moderate size is home to about 364,000 people. Iceland faces a demographic peculiarity. There are more women than men, with an approximate count of 200,000 women to 185,000 men. Icelandic women enjoy equality and high recognition in their fields of work. Famous for its cold and stable climate, Iceland has earned the nickname Land of Fire and Ice, a contrast that draws visitors to its renowned thermal pools. Here, geothermal waters offer a refreshing refuge against the harsh winter. A peculiar facet of Icelandic culture is the profession of bath attendant, a dedicated role in thermal spas. These professionals ensure that bathers enjoy the waters in a hygienic and responsible manner. This cultural detail, along with the climate challenges, paints a unique picture of Iceland, especially regarding the challenge women face in finding partners. In fourth place, we're shining the spotlight on Finland, a country praised for its exceptional education system, which topped the global rankings in 2023. This Nordic country is famous for its spectacular natural landscapes, including countless lakes and vast forests, situated in northern Europe. Finland shares borders with nations like Russia, Estonia, and Sweden. Finnish is the predominant language, but it's common to encounter speakers of Swedish and English. Its territory is a mosaic of forests, lakes, rivers, mountains, along with cities full of history and monuments. With a population of approximately 5.5 million, it's interesting to note the female predominance, a characteristic reflected in the possibility of finding 40-year-old women who have never been in a relationship. This unequal gender ratio plays a significant role in shaping emotional relationships and the pursuit of partners in the country. Coming in third place, Belarus stands out as a notable nation in Eastern Europe, sharing borders with countries like Russia, Ukraine, Poland, and Lithuania. The main language is Belarusian, though Russian and other languages are also widely spoken. It's interesting to note that in Belarus, there's a female predominance in the population, which is approximately 9 million, with over half being women. Belarusian women are particularly recognized for their high level of education, often excelling in areas such as science, technology, health, and education. Besides being admired for their intelligence, Belarusian women are also praised for their beauty, sophistication, and sense of fashion. They have a keen aesthetic sense for contemporary fashion, valuing elegance and paying special attention to personal care and aesthetics. They demonstrate great strength and resilience, overcoming challenges and often achieving prominent positions in their fields. These qualities not only enrich the country's culture, but also highlight the influential contribution of Belarusian women to society. In second place, Russia, an immense territory spanning from Europe to Asia, stands out for a peculiar demographic aspect, the predominant presence of women compared to men. With a count showing about 73 million men compared to 84 million women, this notable numerical difference has encouraged some Russian women to expand their search for partners beyond national borders. Elegance and a refined sense of fashion are trademarks of Russian women, who spare no effort to maintain impeccable appearances, whether on quick trips to the bakery or in carrying out daily chores, always with special attention to clothing and makeup. This attention to appearance goes beyond vanity, functioning as a business card that aims not only to attract attention, but also to reveal the inner richness that each one carries. Although these trends may vary depending on the region and social context, the appreciation of beauty and style emerges as a fascinating cultural trait among many Russian women. Taking the lead in Northern Europe, Denmark stands out not only for its impressive quality of life, but also for the notable rate of single women, reaching about 52% among adults. This country, often celebrated for its contagious happiness, ranked second in the world's happiest countries in 2021. One of the cornerstones of this society is a firm commitment to gender equality, ensuring that women have the same opportunities as men in terms of education, employment, and community involvement. In Denmark, gender equality goes beyond words and is vividly reflected in everyday life, with female participation in the workforce exceeding 80%. This remarkable inclusion underscores the vital role of women in the Danish economy and culture, making the country a shining example of social progress and how equality contributes to a happier and healthier society.